I think the most important advice I can give to any separating or transitioning service member would be to prepare yourself.
I think the advice that I would give somebody trying to transition into the federal workforce is just you have to really do your homework on just the initial process.
I think that's probably one of the biggest things, knowing, hey, it doesn't happen overnight. Like you working at McDonald's, it's a process, and being able to understand that process.
I expected that they would jump all over me. I expected that the resume that I had would be very marketable, and that if I filled out 5 applications, I would get, 5 callbacks. But that wasn't the case.
Learn all you can if you're interested in pursuing a career with the federal government and civil service. Learn all you can about the federal employment process, the application process, resume format.
Now looking at it, it was the resume. It was kind of how I presented things at the time. I remember my father saying that nobody wants to eat a steak out of the trash can. So it's all about presentation.
Let everybody know your skill set and what you can do for people, and understand that it probably takes a period of time to be hired.
Hi there, my name is Jason Parman. I'm from the United States Office of Personnel Management, the federal government's human resources agency. And I'd like to thank you for joining us today on a session entitled The Benefits of Serving the Federal Government. Let's go ahead and begin. The benefits of federal government service. Well, perhaps the biggest and best benefit is that it's simply challenging and rewarding work. Nowhere else will you have the opportunity to serve your country as a civilian in an effective manner than you will in the federal workforce. There's plenty of professional growth and development. Our training programs are consistently ranked among the highest in industry. We are America's largest employer, so we do concentrate on a number of training and development programs. And also importantly, there are opportunities all across the government in your chosen profession. The hardest federal job in the world to get is your first one. And once you get that first federal job, it's much easier to move from agency to agency via a transfer or reassignment process, or via a process we call merit promotion, where you compete against other federal employees for advancement opportunities. And there are many advancement opportunities in the government. You heard me say earlier that we are getting older, more people are retiring. That opens up advancement opportunities for a large number of federal employees. So it's really a unique time in our history, and it creates some unique opportunities for our federal candidates. We also have many incentives for recruiting and retaining quality employees, including tuition reimbursement for educational expenses. We have a number of other benefits that we'll talk about here in a moment as well. Moving forward then, some of these specific benefits include flexible work schedules and locations. In the federal government, we have the ability to work from a number of different locations. Maybe it's not coming to work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week in a traditional office environment. Maybe you're working from your home 2 days a week. We have the flexibility to offer alternative work schedules and alternative work locations so that you can get the most out of your employment experience, and so that we can accommodate an effective work-life balance for you. We offer generous vacation and sick leave. In fact, if you've never been a federal employee before, a civilian employee, and you come to work for us, the first 3 years, you'll get 13 days of vacation a year. That's 2.5 weeks. That's a pretty good deal. However, once you've been with us for 3 years, once you've been with us for 3 years, that number jumps to 4 weeks a year. A generous vacation package. In addition, we also get federal holidays, we get generous sick leave benefits, and in certain instances where appropriate, we give time off for volunteer activities. We want our employees to be good citizens, because good citizens make great federal employees, so we offer time off to give something back to our communities. In many federal locations, we have child care centers on site or very near our employment sites. We offer child and elder care assistance for those financially qualifying. We offer subsidized transportation. The federal government's one of the leading employers in the green movement and going green and doing things in an ecologically sound way. So we offer subsidized mass transportation benefits for the bus, for the subway, things like that. We offer world-class health insurance. The federal government is consistently ranked as one of the best health care providers in the United States and really the world, and a federal pension. And we offer a competitive 401k or thrift savings plan. I hope you're beginning to see some of the attractive benefits of federal government employment. So let's move now in talking about where some of these jobs are. And it's important to note that whether you're younger in your career, whether you've been in your career a long time, whether you're an entry-level professional, or whether you're a very high-graded military member with years and years of experience, we have something for you. We have every profession in America represented in the federal government, from A to Z, really. We have it all. And we have varying grades and varying levels of experience requirements, such that if you're a relatively new member of the workforce, we have opportunities at the entry level. But if you're an experienced or seasoned member of the workforce, we have opportunities for you too, with salaries commensurate to your experience. So let's take a look real quick right now at where these jobs are projected to be in the next few years. First and foremost, security enforcement and compliance assistance. We're predicting over 37,000 new hires, and this includes criminal investigators, compliance officers, police officers, airport screeners through our TSA, Transportation Security Administration. And so I hope you'll see that there are a number of military occupations that would lend themselves very well to placement in the security enforcement and compliance assistance jobs. Likewise, in medical and public health, we expect over 25,000 new hires in that field. And this is physicians, nurses, pharmacists, medical technicians, nursing assistants, everything that goes into supporting an effective medical or public health practice. Engineering and sciences, program management and administrative management, we expect a large number of new hires there. This is very well suited towards someone coming out of the service with management or leadership or team leadership, unit leadership experience, executive officer experience, things like that. Program management and administration falls very well into those skill sets. So you really ought to think about taking a look at that area. And accounting, budget, and business. We're a large employer. We have a lot of money going through the various departments and agencies. It's incumbent upon us as our responsibility to the American taxpayer to track that money and wisely spend that money, and we need folks to help us do that. So I hope you can see that no matter your level of experience, no matter your background, or no matter your particular years of work in the military, we have opportunities for you, and we encourage you to check those out. Here's another chart about where the jobs are, projected occupation growth from the years 2002 to 2012. And you'll see that in the federal workforce, criminal investigators are expected to jump 42.7%, while in the civilian workforce, they're only expected to increase 22%. Clearly, that's an area of emphasis for the federal government, with our renewed emphasis on homeland security and things of that nature. One of the common myths about entering the federal workforce is that you have to either live or work or both in the Washington, D.C. area because, quote, that's where all the federal jobs are. Well, actually, nothing could be further than the truth. I happen to be from Kansas City, Missouri, which is located in the American Midwest, where, as you can see from this chart, 16% of our federal employee population is located. Likewise, almost 13% are located on the West Coast, 15.5% are located in the American South, Southeast, and we do have 29.5% of our employees in the D.C. area. But in addition to all this, we have over 50,000 dedicated federal employees stationed for the U.S. government in foreign countries as well. So the myth that you have to get your federal job and move to D.C. is just that. It's a myth. Wherever you happen to be from, wherever you happen to be going after your military service has ended, there's a good chance that we have a federal job there for you. Well, we've talked a little bit about how to take a look at federal opportunities, some of the benefits involved with federal opportunities, and we've answered our first question: why should you consider the federal government as an employment opportunity? Now I'm going to answer the second question: where should you begin your search for federal positions? And you can start on our website at www.opm.gov, or its employment site component, USA Jobs, at www.usajobs.gov. Alternatively, you can check www.makingthedifference.org for additional employment information. I'd just like to thank you for tuning in with us today for this session on the benefits of federal employment. Again, my name is Jason Parman, and on behalf of the United States Office of Personnel Management, I wish you luck, and I hope you'll consider the federal government as an employer of choice. Thanks.